Well, it looks like democracy is back on the table because one of the biggest changes ever that I think that me and nobody else was expecting has actually happened. I actually kind of wonder what timeline we're in because this is absolutely baffling. Now, if you've already seen the title and thumbnail of this video, then yes, you know I'm talking about Helldivers once again. I literally made a video just a couple hours ago talking about it, and now I'm back again with a brand new breaking update as it's fresh off the press because Sony decided to actually backtrack. Now, for those that are unaware of what I'm even talking about, I would suggest watching the last video, but to give you a quick breakdown, essentially, Helldivers 2, a very popular game that everybody loves, it's been a game that's been out for a couple months now, and just recently, it was announced by Sony and Arrowhead, the developers of the game, that you were going to have a mandatory PSN account linked to the actual game, or else you weren't going to be able to play it no more. And so following that, it had a lot of backlash. And so for a good minute, it looked like that Sony wasn't going to backtrack because they were saying nothing. And then just today alone, they were removing countries from even purchasing the game. That's how serious it was. But to the surprise of everybody, they have now backtracked. Let me show you. So Sony made a statement 1 hour ago, says, Helldiver fans, we've heard your feedback on the Helldivers 2 account linking update. The May 6th update, which would have required Steam and PlayStation Network account linking for new players and for current players beginning May 30th, will not be moving forward. We're still learning. Yeah, you're still learning, all right. What is best for PC players, and your feedback has been invaluable. Thanks again for your continued support of Helldivers 2, and we'll keep you updated on future plans. Now, of course, this is a big W. This is great. This is what everybody wants. And that's honestly the best outcome. This is literally the good ending, right? But I will say that knowing Sony and knowing how all this plays out, they will allow it for this game because they can read the room. Thankfully, they understand how severe of a fuck up this is for them to force it. But I guarantee you, now when they say keep you updated on future plans, I read that as, hey, we're not going to do it right now. We're probably never going to make it mandatory for this game, but you bet your ass they're going to find a way to do it for other games going forward. They're just going to find a nicer way to do it. Time and time again, while this is great and I'm happy that they've done this, I can tell you for a fact, companies do it every fucking time. They get backlash. They will go back to the whiteboard and they'll start coming up with new ideas on how to re-implement the same process in the future. They're probably not going to do it for Helldivers 2, or if they do, they're going to do it in a way where it's not mandatory, but they're going to still try and get account linking in some way, shape, or form. It's just not right now because there's too much heat on them, and they know what's going to happen if they try and find another solution for it right now and try to push it. But I guarantee for a fucking fact that Sony is already concocting up. They got their hands, they're rubbing them. They're like, so they didn't like this way, huh? All right. Let's try and find a new way to do it. That's essentially what they're doing. I already know it. The motherfuckers really want that shit. They were pushing hard for it until they were literally pushed to a point where they had no choice but to backtrack, basically. So I already know they're going to go with this in the future. Anyways, I just wanted to give a quick update to this because I made a video literally on it this morning, and this is kind of a big deal, and I feel like it's right to give an update on this. Again, Sony, realistically, they don't deserve any applause for this. It should never happen to begin with. They don't deserve, oh my god, Sony, y'all fucking rock, y'all the best, you're fucking cool, bro, yeah, let's fucking go, because again, they never should have happened to begin with. But I am happy for the developers, and hopefully no more people will start throwing shit or talking shit their way, because again, this wasn't their decision to begin with. They weren't the one that were forcing it. They were being forced by Sony to force it in their game. So their hands were tied. They really didn't have a fucking choice. So seeing everyone really go after developers again, while there were some things that were actually legitimate reasons to go after them for, to be honest, this is not one of them, dog. It's just the way they handled it. That's really the only thing you can criticize them for. But even then, it doesn't justify going into their DMs, going into their mentions, talking a bunch of shit their way, or anything of that caliber. It's never right, and it doesn't solve anything. Anyways, you made this far into the video, consider giving a like, subscribe to the channel. Let me comment below what you think. Have a great day. Yeah.